토론이 진행되었는데요. 다양한 의견을 들을 수 있던 자리였습니다. 수고해주신 네 분께 다시 한번 감사의 말씀을 전해드리면서 다음 강연을 이어가겠습니다. 이번에는요, 메타버스의 에릭구 최고 경영자님을 모시겠는데요. 블록체인과 디지털 신분이라는 주제로 강연을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 에릭구님, 무대 위로 올라와 주시기 바라겠습니다.
Hello everyone, my name is Eric Gu, and I'm supposed to talk about digital identity today, but all of a sudden I thought, probably we have something else to talk about today. Something is more relevant, something that I suddenly had inspiration of this morning. So I was in the hotel and changed my slides. So here we go. We're not talking about digital identity today. We're talking about the new reality of digital economy. Look, the title of this conversation says the traditional economy. I'm gonna just talk about something about digital economy. Start with a little story. Yesterday, a very old friend of mine messaged me. He said, "Eric, did you see the news?" What? I said, what? He says, Bitcoin dropped $2,000 yesterday. I said, yeah. Did you buy? He says, no, it's too risky. Then I was laughing because, you know why? Because 2 years ago, he messaged me almost with the same message. He said, hey, Eric, did you see the news? Bitcoin dropped $200 today. $200. Yesterday was $2,000, dropped $2,000. I was like, probably next time he messaged me will say, hey Eric, did you see the news? Bitcoin dropped $20,000 today. Hopefully it won't be too long from today. So don't be panicked, buy some Bitcoin. The Bitcoin market cap, $200 billion US today, as of this morning. As I said, I changed the slides this morning. $200 billion US. I happen to have a screenshot of May 10th, 2013. Look at the total market cap of Bitcoin was $1.3 billion. $1.3 billion. And today, almost $200 billion. That's 150 times. Well, do you think that's something that you want to think about? So, almost 4.5 years ago, Bitcoin, the market cap was 1.3 billion. But it represents 95% of total market cap of all cryptocurrencies. 95%. So, all it's relevant is Bitcoin, nothing else. There was Litecoin, but so what, right? Nobody cares about Litecoin. What? Somebody, sorry. But today, when we have almost $200 billion US market cap of Bitcoin, the total representative is less than 40% of total crypto assets. What happened? What happened? So Bitcoin was 150 times, but other assets was 300 times. Do you think this is a trend? Are we going this way? Or is it just a coincidence? And I believe it might continue. So, for the last 4.5 years, all the dollar value of all digital assets on this planet, 3 times. And I believe it's a trend. We are going this way. If so, in 2023, it will have 30 trillion digital assets on this planet. And 21 quadrillion quadrillion is the word. I have to look into the dictionary to spell it. Yeah. So, Bitcoin. Do you think Bitcoin gonna be like that big? Actually, I don't think so. I think Bitcoin will represent less than 5% of total market cap in 5 or 10 years. So, for that said, I'm thinking that it's unstoppable that all the assets will be slowly digitized, or actually not slowly, quickly digitized into digital assets. And we will have more and more digital assets in different categories. It's a blockchain conference. I'm supposed to talk about blockchain, but I got too excited this morning because I think blockchain has many, many applications. We call it blockchain plus finance, blockchain plus many other things, right? Industry, agriculture, and everything. Let's only talk about blockchain plus finance. I call it digital finance. Look at the traditional finance. There are lots of assets, including commodities, bonds, funds, equity, and so on, right? ETFs, and so on. Early last year, I had a realization, because before early last year, I always thought that the digital asset is a subset of the total traditional finance assets. But in early 2017, I realized digital asset will be way bigger than traditional finance, because there are so many other assets are not traded as assets now in our traditional banker's view. Let's say if I take a piece of music copyrights to the bank, say I want a loan against this piece of IP, the copyright. The banker will probably say no, right? If I take a piece of art to the bankers, I say I want a loan, the answer probably is no. So in the new digital finance world, intellectual properties, arts, the credit of key opinion leaders, personal credits can be digitized as well, and many, many others. So I realized that the total amount of digital assets will be way bigger than current financial assets we see today. So what will happen later is we will have much bigger market. As we can see today, there are so many so-called digital asset exchanges, or say Bitcoin exchanges. The volumes of these exchanges are so big, they have already surpassed the Korean exchange, right? The Korean exchange, the stock exchange, the volume is not that big compared to Bitcoin exchange. And compared to Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Hong Kong exchange, Bitcoin volume is still bigger than them. And that happens only in last 6 months, that quickly. The volume of the asset exchange already passed the traditional exchange. And so soon the total dollar value of the assets will surpass the traditional financial assets as well. So what else will happen? In the traditional finance, we have huge companies, huge bankers, huge insurers, like ICBC of China, $300 billion network, the market cap. Citigroup, $200 billion. Goldman Sachs, $100 billion. But they're in a smaller playground than the new blockchain plus finance space we recently opened up. Imagine Uber, Uber doesn't own any car. And it just happened to be in a new space of the internet. And its market cap already surpassed General Motors and Ford. So if we, all the blockchain companies, are in a new playground of a gigantic space, I can imagine there will be great company, huge company in the making. So congratulations to all the entrepreneurs, to all the blockchain entrepreneurs. You are in the right field. It's big enough for you to make a great company. So give a round of applause to yourself. You guys are great. So this is the new reality. We're coming into a new reality of new digital finance, or say new digital economy. So that's my speech. Thank you very much.